Welcome to Crush College Chemistry. Here we kick off our confusing questions segment, where I aim to challenge the way we think about chemistry and how to solve problems in general. What is the mass in grams of a mole of protons? This is a deceivingly confusing question because at first it seems really simple, but then it's like, okay, how in the world do we start it? So let's split this up into two parts. First, we'll find the mass of a single proton, and then we're going to use that to find the mass of a mole of protons. When we're in the realm of subatomic particles, things are so small that we often describe things in terms of atomic mass units. And an atomic mass unit is simply the mass of a single proton. That is also the mass of a neutron, and in grams, that's equal to 1.66 times 10 to the negative 24 grams. So now we have three things that are all equal to each other. And when we're dealing with conversions, we can take any two of them and use it as a conversion factor. Likewise, we know that a mole is 6.02 times 10 to the 23. It's just a number, and we have a mole of something, a mole of particles. In this case, a mole of protons. So 1 mole of protons is equal to 6.02 times 10 to the 23 protons. And for our workflow, we're going to go from the number of protons that we have to the mass of those protons. The order of conversion is a little bit different from your standard particles to moles to grams, because by its very essence, the question is asking us to derive the molar mass of protons. And so we know that 1 AMU is equal to 1.66 times 10 to the negative 24, which is also the mass of a proton. And we know this should be like a separation. There should be like a separation right here. We know that a mole of protons is 6.02 times 10 to the 23 protons. So we take both of these statements and we put it into a conversion factor, and then we go from 1 mole of protons to what that is in mass, specifically in grams. We calculate that and we get 1.00 grams of protons. And that shows us something very profound. So when we go back to 1 AMU, 1 atomic mass unit, is 1.66 times 10 to the negative 24 grams. We multiply each side by 1 mole, 6.02 times 10 to the 23, and we get 1 mole of AMU is exactly 1.00 grams. Likewise, we know that 1 AMU is the mass of 1 proton. So by convention, our final answer is that the mass of a mole of protons is exactly 1 gram.